Pisces, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for watching. I'm Inner Empress and this is Inner Empress Readings, and I'm really excited because this is my third video for the night, but my first batch of Zodiac readings. And so we're going to be looking at your overall energy for 2019, and then at the end I'm going to do an overview for the next 3 months, so January, February, and March. And I'm going to keep up with that throughout the year, so in April I'll do another video to go through the next 3 months for you and just continue to do it like that. So one video every 3 months in regards to the Zodiac. But for now, so let's start looking into the energy of your year. And also, I want to say hello to any cross watchers who are watching. I want to say thank you to all of you who have subscribed to my channel, who leave comments. I love reading your comments. I love hearing how the readings resonate with you. So I really appreciate it. And, I hope that this reading resonates for my Pisces out there. So let's get into it. And I have the Water Dragon card to represent you for this reading. So, I have an outline that we're going to follow question-wise. And the first question is, what is the energy of the new year for Pisces? Okay, clarify. All right. So I have a few different messages that just came through. So for some of the Pisces that are going to be watching this, your message is actually to open up to the thought of love, open up to the thought of new relationships, open up to your emotions. I feel like it's interesting, you're a water sign, and they say, I'm sorry, I'm an earth sign, so they say, water signs are more into their emotions, but I feel like you've been trying to block them off. And so for this year, you're going to be learning to get in touch with them, get more in touch with them. For some of you, it has to do with, with this You Can Do It card, with opening your eyes to the fact that you are capable of relationships, you are capable of, and it doesn't even have to be romantic love, it can also be platonic love, just loving other people and being loved. That just came into my mind from spirit, believing that you are capable of being loved and being loved properly. I think that also goes back to this Remember Who You Are card that's coming through. So you actually have two angels that popped up. You have Archangel Michael that just popped up, and Archangel Michael again. So Archangel Michael is with you this year, and that might be significant for some of you, especially those of you who may be very heavily into angels and angel messages, signs, Christianity, whatever the case is. Archangel Michael wants you to know that he's coming in really strong through your energy this year, and he's going to be protecting you. He's going to be watching out for you. I feel like, especially with his swords and then you holding the two swords, he's going to be blocking you from anything that doesn't serve you, but also allowing you to see, not just with your actual eyes, but with your heart, what serves you. I also feel like there's a healing energy coming down. So there can be healing in regards to your emotions, healing in regards to relationships with people. So that can be love relationships, that can be family, that can be work-wise. And in regards to work, it makes me feel like healing in regards to your passion, like what you're passionate about. Some of you may actually have been feeling as if you're lacking passion or direction in your life. Like, where do I want to go? What is it that I want to do? And I feel like Archangel Michael is letting you know, like, I'm with you. I'll show you. I will reignite this passion in you. But, I'm going to have to cover your eyes because you're seeing with the wrong set right now. Some of you, I feel like, will be blocking out things that are toxic for you. You will no longer see those. Archangel Michael is going to cover your eyes. You will no longer see that. So I feel like that will help you also to open yourself up to better connections in your life. And also with this education card, the overall energy for some of you for this year could be, some of you might be going back to school, learning something new. Some of you, this experience of, being blindfolded in a sense is going to teach you something new about yourself, about those around you. Kind of open up your imagination also is coming to me in regards to relationships. And like I said, not just romantic relationships, but relationships in general. I feel like, you know, teaching you a new depth to that. Some of you might also start getting into writing. Also, something with library just came up to me. So some of you might, something with librarian, might be a librarian. Children's book just came to me. So some of you might actually be writing a children's book or publishing one this year. Some of you might be actually writing love novels, romance novels. That's a powerful energy. And for anyone who deals with numbers, you have 35 here, so that equals 8. That's a number of strength. Also infinity. So I feel like the energy of your year, you're going to be highly protected and guided this year. All right, so what will the new year bring, Pisces? All right, so we have the Ten of Swords. Right away, I'm getting hit with this Divine Order card, and it says Archangel Raguel. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. So I feel like the new year may bring some closes for you. Some cycles may be ending. It could be some addictions that are ending. It can be some relationships ending, some jobs. Something's going to be ending for you. And the universe is letting you know, let it happen. We did this for a reason. Let it happen. For others of you, you might be ending a way of thinking. So like a thought process you had in the past may be ending. And also for a group of you, especially with the thought process changing, I feel as though the universe is guiding you to take charge of the situation. So really stepping into, especially like I said with the number reducing down to 8, power, strength, you're really stepping into your own power and taking charge of yourself, taking charge of your thoughts, your emotions, and working with that divine order to put endings to things that no longer serve you. I also feel like some of you might be physically moving away from a situation that doesn't work for you. Now with this magical map shifter here, I just really get the energy that this new year is going to possibly bring some hardships, but it's only going to be because you don't want to let go. The universe is going to forcefully snatch certain things out of your hands, and it wants you to know that. It wants you to prepare, because it's letting you know that whether it's a relationship that you are refusing to see as toxic for you, whether it's a friendship, it's a job you're at that, you know, it's time for you to move on and you just keep holding on. The universe is letting you know, Pisces, we will snatch this out of your hands. And you're going to be upset. You're going to feel some type of way if you don't take charge of the situation and do it yourself. But the universe is telling you this change is going to happen regardless. We are ending these cycles for you because we're going to bring you so much better, and we can't have you holding on to this anymore. We need your plate to be clear to offer you something new. I feel like some of you are also recuperating after some type of theft. And that's not for everyone. That's for a small particular group. But I feel like the universe is letting you know, like, I feel like there's fear. Some type of fear there. And it could be because, I don't know, like robbery came to mind. So maybe you were robbed. Maybe your home was robbed. But I feel like the universe is putting an end to this fear that you've been building up in yourself about this potentially occurring again, or whatever circumstance you were in when it happened. The universe is letting you know, we will move you beyond this, and we need you to take charge of the situation so that it doesn't take charge of your life. So you're going to be given the strength to move forward from this fear. Some of you might have to deal with some heavy gossip this year. Some heavy opinions. You might feel as though somebody's slandering your name this year, and the universe is saying, let it happen. Let it happen. Of course, stand in your power, take charge, but The universe is letting you know that this is happening for a reason, and it's going to turn out for you for the better. We also have number 52 here, which breaks down to 7. All right, so what lessons will Pisces learn this year? That's fascinating. This Heal the Ouch card has jumped up for every single reading I've done so far for this year. And this came up before too, I think for Capricorn. All right, so Pisces. The lessons you will learn this year are the Lovers. Now, this will go back to some of you that I mentioned in regards to love relationships and learning to open up and allowing yourself to be in love, to be vulnerable, to, not hide your emotions, which, like I said, you're a water sign, but I feel like some of you are trying to hide. You're trying to bottle up your emotions, and the universe is letting you know that they're going to be working on that this year. They're going to be teaching you about that. For some of you, Pisces, you're very intuitive. Some of you may be empaths and you're taking in a lot of energy, so the universe is going to be teaching you about clearing and shielding your energy. For others of you, if there were any type of hardships in regards to yourself and another, maybe even job or relationships, the universe is going to be helping you to heal that. And also for Pisces this year, you're going to be learning to be a leader, to step in your power. It says, Archangel Gabriel, it is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. So you're really going to be called to stand in your strength, stand in your emotion, and stand against opposition. I also feel like for some of you, music is important. And you might be kind of healing your relationship with music, especially if you used to play, it used to be a passion of yours and you put it down for some reason. Some of you may be coming back to that. And once again, you have 2 angels at the same time. So you're going to be heavily watched over, Pisces. Heavily watched over this year. Some of you might actually be getting into the healing arts. So it could be something more medical based, like a nurse or a doctor, something like that. Or it can be something more spiritual based. We're trying to heal yourself, trying to heal others. I know that this is really specific, but it just came to me for someone. Something about taxidermy. So you could be receiving like a gift from that this year, or you can be like actually taking steps to learn how to do that if that's something that interests you. And the numbers that you have is 38, so that equals out to 11, drops down even lower to 2. All right. So, what advice do you have, Great Universe, for Pisces in this new year? All right. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have positive change, we have spark in reverse, and then we have outdoors. So instantly when I saw the Wheel of Fortune, I had the message come to me that your year is going to be very highly divinely guided. A lot of things are going to just happen. A lot of things are going to be brought into your life. I mean, it's going to be a good year. I don't want you to feel as though, Pisces, that it's going to be a terrible year. And no, the universe is letting you know that we are blessing you. We are bringing you positive change. But sometimes change is disguised as heartbreak. So certain things that you may have been fighting so hard for or working so hard towards, with that ending coming up, you're going to realize that in this year, that's the biggest thing, that you're going to realize certain things didn't serve you and why the universe ended it for you. So you will look back at the end of the year and be like, you know what? I understand. But the universe is saying that advice-wise, please try to keep in mind that it did this for a reason. Everything happened for a reason. It's bringing you blessings. And so when it feels like, oh, why is all of this happening to me? It's because it's trying to bring you positive changes. There's even a wheel right here. So you have two wheels. The universe is really trying to let you know, like, we're taking the wheel in your life and we're driving this thing. We're taking you to a better location. It may look unfamiliar to you. You don't know the route and you might get a little concerned, but please trust in us. Once again, there's an angel, and we have an angel, of course, in our angel deck, but you have a lot of angels showing up. You got a lot of protection this year, Pisces. Now, with the outdoors card, it says, Archangel Jophiel, go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. I think as advice for Pisces, they're really telling you to just go outside, get out the house more, go have fun, go connect with social circles, and some of you may want to connect more with gardening. Some of you may want to, I see like a fountain here, and for some reason it's making me think about Italy. You might be planning some faraway trips. You know, the universe really wants you, as advice, to go expand your horizons. Go expand your horizons. Be open to positive changes. Understand that what's happening, if it feels like a lot of things are ending for you this year, understand that these are supposed to happen. These are going to be happy endings for you. Happy endings. These are going to be, some of you might get some of those, but these are going to be positive endings for you. And they're going to usher in. You're going to have, like I said, the space on your plate now for new blessings to come in. Also, there's a lot of books here. So some of you, something with school could be relevant. Some of you could be ending school this year. I mean, of course. But it feels like after some type of drawn out hardship. So perhaps you had a lot of problems with tuition and just classes or something. Some of you, I get the sense you'll be learning something about other religions, other cultures. You're really just going to be expanded. I feel like you're going to learn in all levels. And that also takes me back to the education card that you had. Like, this is going to be a huge year of learning for you. So the universe is really going to be downloading some messages into your brain. And then with Anubis right here under the wheel, like I said, once again, those endings, the universe is definitely ending things for you, but it's so it can bring you more knowledge. Then with this spark reversed, I kind of get a sense that make sure that you're not allowing other people into your space who are down talking your dreams, killing your spark. You're not putting yourself into jobs or situations that they just suck the entire life out of you and you have none to give towards, yourself. Also, possibly keep in mind, like we said before, with thoughts of just repetitive negative thoughts that you may have, self-sabotaging thoughts. I feel like the advice from the universe is to get a handle on that. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to your thoughts and challenge those thoughts. When you have negative thoughts about yourself or your dreams or what you're capable of or what you deserve in life, replace that with a positive thought. Challenge that thought with something positive. So if you have a thought like, I'm worthless, then challenge it by putting out a positive thought. Like, but you know what? I'm not. You know what? I'm really great at giving advice. I'm really great at loving people. I'm really great at finding things. I'm really great at making something. Like, every negative thought you have, challenge it with something positive. Let that become the habit until eventually you're just completely replacing all of those negative thoughts. And I feel like the universe is just telling you, don't allow your spark to be doused by yourself or by anyone else. So, and the card number is 34, so that goes to 7 as well. I think we had another 7 in here. So the next question is, and when Pisces feels derailed, what do you want them to know that will pull them back? Clarify. All right, so we have the Four of Wands and we have the Five of Cups. And I feel like this message for when Pisces starts to feel derailed throughout 2019, pretty much the universe is telling you to stop focusing on what you feel as though you lost, and start focusing on what you actually have, because you actually have a lot. You have a lot of wonderful things around you. You have a strong foundation for family, for success, for celebration, and the universe wants you to stop focusing on those negative thoughts and come back to those blessings. I also get that with the dry desert card, and that's a number 13 equals a 4. So you have 4, you have 4. And then energy healing. Yeah, really focus on yourself, really focus on getting negative energy away from you. Any negative thoughts you may have, once again, going back to other people who might also be trying to derail you. When you start feeling like that, really stop to evaluate why you're feeling the way you're feeling and move yourself out of that energy. And then with prioritize, I feel like the universe is telling you to get back to your priorities. So it says, Archangel Metatron, focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. And also with this right here, I feel like this angel is offering you something. And look up the spiritual meaning of purple flame or violet flame. There we go. Look that up. That's an energy of helping to clear away. Like, it's a very high vibrating energy to help clear away blockages and negative energy. And so you can even visualize yourself surrounded by violet flame and just speaking to the angels and asking them to help you clear your energy, clear away obstacles. But I feel like when you're feeling derailed, when you're feeling low, the angels want you to prioritize. They want you to refocus on your blessings, refocus on your purpose, refocus on what you feel called to do. Focus on your energy, getting your energy back to a healthy level, even if that means, like I said, having some people cut out of your life. But the main thing is that the universe wants you to understand that you're not being cursed, you're not being punished or anything like that. Like, you're actually being very blessed, and right now they need to snatch some things away so you can see that later on. Some things you may have thought were positive influences in your life, Pisces, you're going to come to realize in 2019 that they really weren't positive at all. They were toxic. And so the universe is going to snatch that away, and they're like, don't focus on these 3 cups down here, focus over here, focus on the good things in your life. Some of you may want to give thanks every night. Some people keep gratitude journals and just write down at least 4 things you're grateful for every night. And, just say thank you every night to the universe. Thank you for the food that I have. Thank you for the home that I have, the clothes on my back. Just stay focused on the things that you have versus what you feel as though was taken away from you. Because I feel like this will be a year where potentially a lot will be taken away. But that's just because you really do have a lot that needs to be cleared out. All right. For some Pisces, I feel like something with divorce is coming through, and feeling like a lot of regret, a lot of shame, because for some of you, I feel as though this may not be your first divorce, maybe your second or so, and the universe is telling you, like, don't worry about that. We have somebody that is good for you. We have somebody that's right for you, but you're never going to see them if you're so focused on these failed attempts. And attempts is such a terrible word. Failed marriages. Sorry. I'm channeling, I'm tongue-tied, I'm exhausted right now, but we're going to get these messages out for you, Pisces. Also, for some of you, I feel as though, like, in regards to relationships, you might feel kind of left out because you see so many other people around you entering into one, getting married, things like that. And I feel like the universe is once again telling you, don't focus on that. Focus on yourself, because they have someone for you too. But right now, they got to clear some space for that person, and they have to raise your vibration to be open to it, because perhaps you don't have the healthiest tendencies when it comes to relationships. Perhaps you don't have the healthiest state of mind yet when it comes to relationships. So they're really preparing you to be the best you and best partner possible, so you can attract the best possible partner for you. All right. So now we're going to do an overview for the next 3 months for Pisces. So January, February, and March. And I'm going to look at pretty much your basic just life, and then career, and some romance. So this is for Pisces for January, for February, and Okay, so in January, clarify, clarify. Let me see, let me just pull some romance angel cards. Okay, so in January, I feel as though, in regards to Pisces, you're going to be very in tune with your intuitive side. Might be having a lot of dreams coming through, a lot of visions, a lot of, for some of you who are more on the psychic spectrum, a lot of those messages coming through. I feel like also you're going to be very supported by your spirit guides. Something with crystals is coming through. So for some of you, you may actually be having a crystal come into your life that wants to be with you in January. You might be drawn to certain crystals and keeping that with you. Something also becomes crystal clear to you in January. Something that you were confused about could be in regards to a relationship, in regards to a work situation. I don't know, something that you were confused about previously becomes crystal clear to you. I also feel like you get an unexpected, for some of you, there's some unexpected blessing that comes through. And you might even get an invitation, some of you, to some type of party, some type of social event. So this is clarified by forgiving and learning. So as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So once again, all these angels that are here, and I know this is an angel deck, but it's 2 angels. Actually, this is 3, so it's another cluster. But there might be some apologies that are said in January, especially if something came to the light. Might be some misunderstandings that are cleared up. I feel like you also are going to be learning some things about yourself and releasing some emotional pain and trauma from the past. And then romantically, you have soulmate. So yes, this is your soulmate. So some of you may actually be meeting a soulmate in January. Some of you may just need clarification, like if you were wondering if someone you were dealing with was a soulmate of yours. And just so you know, you can have many soulmates throughout life. They're literally people you made soul contracts with before you reincarnated into this lifetime. And so a soulmate can be someone who teaches you. Some soulmates, they leave. Some soulmates, the contract is to stay for life. So you can have many soulmates throughout life, but the universe is just letting you know that whoever you're thinking about, whoever you're dealing with, yes, this is a soulmate of yours. I also feel like this is leading back to you may need to forgive yourself for a past relationship you have with someone that you're still focused on and is still kind of stopping you from moving forward. So the universe is kind of speaking to you about in January, learning to forgive and let go of that past connection and how it perhaps didn't turn out the way you want it to. All right, so Pisces in February, the world is yours. There will be a flow of prosperity that comes through. I feel like you're going to be looked at from a lot of different angles. So it could be in a work sense. You might get a promotion. Might be, something work sense. I feel like there's something good that comes through. You might even get some type of news coverage, some media coverage. Investors, people wanting to invest in your work. So I'm just seeing that you feel on top of the world in February. And that there's going to be a lot of eyes on you, a lot of people watching, and that could be even in a romantic sense. Different people who are interested in you. You may be dealing with, you can be dealing with any of the signs, because I feel like all 4 elements are around. So you might have 4 different people you're interested in, 4 different people who are interested in you. It doesn't even have to be that many. It could just be the fact that people are watching you. Also, social media just popped into my head. So for some of you who social media is heavy for you, your brand, whatever it is that you're working on, I feel like February is going to be a really good month for you in regards to your social media following and just your reach, your public reach. And so romantically, also something with surgery in February. Somebody's gonna have some type of, I feel like, weight loss surgery or tummy tuck or something. So I kind of see that happening for some Pisces in February. Yeah. And we have a Leo here. We have a Taurus here. So that might be relevant for some of you. So your love review for February is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So I feel that in February, some of my Pisces might be feeling a little, you might be feeling a little bothered because you feel like perhaps somebody you're interested in is not moving quick enough, or you may feel as though in regards to your love life you're not seeing anything happen quick enough, or especially with around the times of Valentine's Day, I just feel like that hit me, that that might bother some Pisces, because it's such a lovey-dovey type of day, and I think that it makes you in a sense feel your singleness. However, the universe is saying don't even worry about that. In February, everything is happening the way it's supposed to. You just need to stay positive, and you're really at the mercy this entire year, Pisces, more so than I've seen. And I've only done Capricorn and Aquarius before this, but you are really at the mercy of the universe. So they're just letting you know, like, don't even worry about that in February. Just enjoy yourself, enjoy the blessings that they're bringing into you. And then for March, you have the Ace of Wands clarified. Okay, so right off the bat, some of you, I think, haven't had sex in a really long time, and you're going to actually be having some sex in March. So that'll be breaking your celibacy streak. For others of you, there's going to be a new business prospect that comes through, or some new type of idea. Somebody reaches out to collaborate, and the message is going to come in really strong and fast. And once you say yes to this, I feel like something's going to happen really quickly in regards to it. Some of you are going to get messages from with this new love here with the romance card. I feel like you may start talking to somebody new. Some type of like texting back and forth could be happening as well between you. And then also with this yoga card, I get the sense that some of my Pisces are going to be getting into fitness. Like, you're going to be moving more in March and jumping up. And seasonal depression just came into my head, so some of you may be dealing with that. And then as the weather kind of moves towards bettering itself, I don't know, maybe we'll have like an early spring type of vibe happening in March. I feel like that's going to revitalize you to get back into your fitness, to get back into yoga for some of you. There also could be a sense of travel. A message comes in that prompts you to travel somewhere in March. And so you may be, leaving home, going a far distance or something around March, or preparing to. So the message might come in March, and you're preparing for, the future of leaving out. But I feel like something fast, things are going to happen for you fast in March. It might make you feel a little overwhelmed at how fast everything happens, but just kind of ride that energy, ride that wave, try to stay centered, especially with the yoga card. Try to stay centered. You might even want to try practicing mountain pose, not mounting. See, there we go. For some of y'all who are going to be having sex, you're going to be mounting, or somebody going to be mounting you. I'm sorry, guys, I'm tired. But, yeah, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So definitely some type of traction going on. It's a lot of energy in March for you, whether it's in business. You can have a lot of sales coming in March. Like, it just popped into my head that some of you may like do something handmade, or have a shop of some nature, some type of business, and it's going to be a particular item that just seems to sell out real fast, becomes a real big bestseller in March. I'm also getting a sense for some Pisces that in the first 3 months of the year, that some of you may actually be finding out you're pregnant or will be parents. I feel as though in January there may be some kind of hoping and wishing going on, but not necessarily sure. I feel like in February someone may get a confirmation, and in March you may be sharing the news. And it can also just be, it can happen in any of these months, but I just really get a sense of pregnancy. Like, someone finding out they're pregnant. So, if you are having sex and, it happens to be unprotected or whatever the case is, and it's a possibility for that. Just be aware. But yeah, I'm just kind of getting that sense of a baby, and especially for those who have been trying, I see like a really big sense of happiness and accomplishment. And I hate to use that word, I'm sorry with using accomplishment, but I feel like that's the energy I'm getting of someone feeling accomplished, because perhaps with this moon card, a part of the energy could be the fact that somebody, especially with the forgiving and the learning, I feel like somebody may have felt like a failure before, or felt low on themselves because of maybe issues they had with getting pregnant. And now that that news is actually coming in that, you know, they are, I feel like they will take it as an accomplishment. So that's kind of the word that I'm channeling right now. And yeah, it's just it's a lot of energy going on, and I just feel like it's going to be a really interesting year for Pisces. That's all I'm picking up right now, and this is just for the general collective. So if you would like something a bit more personal, I do offer personalized zodiac readings in my Etsy shop. You can find the link in the description box below. But I really enjoyed this reading, and I'm really excited to see how this year turns out for you. Please be sure to comment in the comments below if something, you know, resonated with you. I love hearing what resonated. And if you liked the video, please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. And like I said, I'll also come back in April and do another batch of 3 months and like go a little bit more in detail. So every 3 months, I'll drop one video to kind of give an overview for the zodiac signs. But yeah, thank you so much for watching.